Grab yourselves a strap this morning. How's everybody doing today? Today is the day I start mortgage training. Yeah, I'm gonna get a side hustle. Usually yoga is a side hustle. And I shared yesterday that I have more than one ex-romantic partner who basically shared with me that I didn't have a legitimate career. Just part of the reason they're ex-partners. But I'm hoping to close 1 or 2 mortgages a week. Not a week, a month. A month would be great. A week would be super, but I want to let y'all know there's a program out there in the United States that's hard to find because it's It's normally just available in Australia, and frankly, I think they might be doing away with it in Australia because it saves you hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest over the life of the loan. It's a differently structured mortgage that typically pays off in about 5 to 7 years, and I'm like, I'm interested in liberation. Like, I'm not going to bind people up. So anyway, I'm going to give my hand at it. Today is the day that it starts, and Katrina's newsletter and all the Aries energy. Do you all read the newsletter, the Karma newsletter, every once in a while? So there's so much Aries going on, which is initiating, right? It's a good time to start things up. So if you have something like that in your life, a new project you've been meaning to get to, a cleanse you want to take on, for instance, or something you want to clear out, or something you want to kind of break through, there's good supportive energy for that right now. Thanks for being here this morning. Let your eyes shut down. And start lengthening your breaths. Let yourself welcome another new day, another opportunity for awakening, for love, for service, for all of the values of the heart. Little by little, see if you can lengthen the central axis of the body, Shushumna Nadi. Perhaps slightly bringing your heart forward, dropping your shoulders down. April 6th, 2026. Denver, Colorado. United States. North America. Western Hemisphere, planet Earth, local solar system, all of that. Boom. Here. And the first word of the Yoga Sutras, Atha. Now. This moment itself is a moment of initiation. So let us begin our practice by bringing the palms together. Great big inhalation. Release through the mouth. Simple Om. If you would, friends, interlace your fingers and inhale. Turn the palms upward and give that about 3 breaths, just lengthening the central channel of the body, the vertical space. You may wish to imagine that you're in a light beam, not unlike Star Trek. It's going way beyond your hands and way below your body. Inhale and back bend a little. So ribs forward, face up, heart up. And then exhale, more of a neutral spine, and bit by bit, release your arms and then hang a left. So twist to the left, towards the plant wall here. And then the hand behind you is pressing down into the floor a little bit, lifting up your crown. Your eyes are open and staring to the left at one point. Notice the tendency to want to look around the room, glance around. And give your mind only one job to do. Stare at a point. Now, from here, keep most of the spine in the twist. Inhale together. Exhale, keep your eyes open and turn your head the other direction and then look down at your knee, your opposite knee, your left knee. No, your right knee. And then inhale, turn your head, look back to your point. And exhale. Turn your head right and look down at your knee. Okay, do that twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Good. Release that whole thing. Float your arms out and up. Once again, back bend a little bit. And then this one's a bit different. Exhale. Cactus pose. Bless you. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Let your hands this time come to the floor. And then roll back on your sitting bones and switch the cross of your legs. You can stay right where you are. Just like that. It's perfectly fine. And then hands to your heart again. Deliberately switch the cross of the fingers. That's it. And press palms up. Okay, a couple breaths there. Feel the palms stretch and the fascia in your palms, your wrists. You open vertical space. Inhale, tummy forward, ribs forward, face up. And exhale, arms float out. Really extend your energy body. Feel like your fingers could touch the walls of the room. Then, hang a right. Okay. If you can reach the floor behind you, push into that. Lift up through the crown. Eyes are open and staring at eye level. Way to your right. Okay, I say way to your right, but not to the point where your vision is blurry. Just prior to that, I get to look at Hanuman's hand in a mudra they call Apaya mudra, which means fear not, no fear, something like that. Inhale here. Exhale, counter rotate your head and look down towards the opposite knee, your left knee. And then inhale, come on back. And exhale. Turn the head, move the eyes. Inhale. You're also, when you look down at the knee, you're also slightly tilting your ear down towards your shoulder. That is the left ear towards the left shoulder. And you go one more time. Exhale. Good. Release that. Float your arms out and up. And this one's a little different. Roll forward. Come to hands and knees or roll to the side. However you get there is fine. And give yourself a moment there to wag your tail a little bit. Roll your ribs in. For your very next inhalation, everyone, drop your belly down for cow pose, but also move your torso about 25% of the way to up dog. And then exhale, round your spine in cat, and move your butt back about 25% of the way to child's pose. Inhale, glide forward again, about 50% of the way to up dog, not quite there. And exhale, round about 50% of the way to child's. 75, so that might look like plank, knee plank, I should say. And then exhale, not quite all the way back, but your arms are getting longer. And then inhale, all the way, lazy up dog. Now go ahead and stay there a moment and roll your head around. You're invited to move the lower jaw. Inhale together right here, shoulders back. And exhale, all the way to child. Okay. So, remain there for, let's call it about 7-8 breaths. And I want to invite you to imagine that the studio just landed on top of a huge crystal cave that's right underneath it. And it's all this powerful crystal and light and energy of crystals. And when you inhale, you draw it up into your third eye and it totally lights up your brain. And when you exhale, this light descends down the spine and goes out your tailbone and goes right back down into the earth. So a few breaths like that. Soften the eyes. Light up your brain on inhalation. Exhale, light up your spine. When you're ready, friends, rise up through cat. So your chin is down. And then just turn that into cow pose. Turn your toes under right there. And then start to drive your hips up and back. And come into dog pose. Maybe give yourself little bounces there in your knees. Or whatever little micro movements you need. Lift and spread your fingertips and then set them back down. Be sure you're casting some weight into the base of the hands there. And when you feel ready, inhale your left leg up. Go all the way from the big leg lift. Float your left leg over towards the right side. Exhale, bend the knee. And then just flop your lower leg up and down a couple times. Let your ankle flop. Feel that left low belly, left quadriceps. And then inhale, extend left leg back, push through the heel. Big step forward. Okay, from runner's lunge, grab your blocks. On whatever setting, we're just going to do lunge flow here for a moment. Bend your left knee and deliberately send your heart forward. And then on your exhalation, extend the left leg, push your right heel back and down, and take a deep bow. Whoa. Simple, but revolutionary. Always astonishing in its own way. Inhale, glide forward, so articulate your spine. Your head even goes back a little, heart forward. And then exhale, straighten your left leg. And continue a few more times. Keep pushing your right heel back and down to stretch the right calf. And if you're up for it, roll on the left heel. And you extend your left leg. Twice more. Okay, everyone, come on back into runner's lunge. Maybe put the block down on the low setting just because it's more stable that way, the one under the right arm, that is. And then from there, reach your left arm up, come into a lunge twist. Heel toe your left foot a little further to the left, if it's not already at the edge of the mat. And lean your head back, turn your chest up. From there, rotate your hand around a few times. In other words, you're in a little bit of a back bend. Of course, you're in a twist. Then, inhale and extend your fingers up. And swim overhead. Straighten left leg as you go. See if you can get a side glute stretch there. Hand comes to the floor, set the other block aside, and then step back. Come to plank with your hands forward of your shoulder joints. And then push into your feet and glide your whole body forward towards the altar. And then exhale, drive your heels back. Okay, do it again. Inhale, glide forward. You're staying in plank. Exhale, drive your heels back. Go one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, come forward again and lower. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. And then lift up, baby cobra. And exhale, forehead comes down. Inhale, medium-sized cobra. Pull your heart forward as best you can. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, all the way up to lazy up dog. So straighten arms if they'll go. And then exhale, back to downward facing. Okay, thank you, friends. Slow, familiar asanas in the morning, done with mindfulness. They're so beautiful. These shapes have their own medicine, each one of them, their own wisdom, and encourage you to regard them as dear, dear friends, here to help. Right leg rises. Okay, float your right leg over towards the left. And then, let the knee bend. Let your lower leg almost hang away from the knee joint. And then flop your lower leg up and down a couple times. You're quite literally clearing out cobwebs when you stretch in this way. Breaking old fragile strands of fascia, getting juice flowing. Inhale, extend your right leg way back behind you, and exhale. Big step. And by the way, you all know you're literally generating electricity through mechanical pressure in your fascia, in your nerves, and in your interstitial fluid, which is, some people are starting to speak about the interstitial fluid as if it's its own organ. That's the fluid that's external to the cells. Here we go, friends. Bend your right knee. Send your heart forward. Look forward. You're dropping the grinds. And exhale. Straighten right leg. Deep out. Inhale. Glide. You're welcome to close your eyes if you like. Articulate your spine. Maybe roll on the right heel. A couple more. Good morning, Robin. I think that's you. She's on the camera. And yep, I lost count, so let's call this one good. Stay here. Okay, left hand, low setting. Heel toe your right foot a little further to the right. And inhale. Lunge twist and beyond if possible. Keep turning your chest up. Go past 180 degrees. Drop your head back. Rotate the right hand in slow motion. And feel the far end of your heart, the distal end of your heart in anatomical terms, which actually really honestly goes beyond your hand. But in a physical body, it's the hand. Inhale, open your fingers. And then exhale, swim overhead, straighten the right leg as you go. Oh, good stuff, okay? Set the block aside, step on back again. Plank position, inhale here. And then everyone just drop down into lazy up dog. Draw your shoulder blades back, inhale here. Exhale, left shoulder forward, bend left knee. Inhale, back to center, right shoulder forward, bend right knee. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, dog pose. Okay, stay there for about 4 or 5 breaths with your toes slightly turned in and your heels turned out, so your pigeon toe. And then lift your toes off the mat, not your heels, your toes. And then slightly lift your kneecaps and really push your femur bones back into the bed of the hamstrings. And that should wake you up right there. 2 more breaths, everyone. Stay in the intensity. And that's it. Little steps take you forward. Inhale, strong flat back. And today, rather than going to cactus pose, I want to ask you to go all the way to airplane. So stretch your arms out, belly down, crown forward, knees bent. Exhale, straighten your knees more and fold. Do that again, please. Bend your knees, sitting bones back, crown forward, arms out in airplane, drop your belly down. And exhale, forward. Lovely. Stay here a moment. Go for ragdoll, so there's extra weight in the upper body. Keep your knees quite bent, and maybe sway. That's it. Hands back to the floor. On your next inhalation, rise on up. Lean back just a little bit. Bring your palms together. And then exhale. Bring your hands down to your heart. Stand, soften your knees. Give it 2 breaths. Feel the radiance of the body, the warmth of the body, the energy of the morning, the energy of initiation. Feel how, in some way, at some level, everything, not everything, but there are places of genesis, of initiation, of new beginnings. Inhale, right hand. Exhale, hands down to your sides. Inhale, spin your arms out, lift the energy up, palms come together again, and exhale, turn that baby around, all the way down to the earth. Inhale, this is regular halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, good. Exhale, fold, left foot steps back, turn your left heel towards the midline, and then rise powerfully, Vira 1. And quite immediately, rotate your torso just a touch to the left and take your hands down back behind you. Interlace the fingers together. When you inhale, push your knuckles towards the floor, lift your face, your heart, and exhale, humble warrior. One time, rise up and straighten the right leg. Lean back. Try to keep the back bend at least a little. And exhale. Bend your knee and float forward. Soften the face, open in the shoulders, sturdy in the legs. That's it, friends. Bring your hands down. Okay, maybe grab your blocks and put them a little forward of your foot. Your back foot, flip that back onto the ball of the foot, and then catch a bit of momentum. And step on forward, come to standing. Inhale here. And on your exhalation, come to a half squat, ankle behind ankle. And then inhale, lift that left leg strong. Go twice more, half squat. And one more time. Okay. Once you've got that, come back to half split. Really internally rotate your left leg, bend your standing leg, and slowly bring your hands to your heart, lifting your torso. And maybe take your hands out to the sides for an airplane pose. Minute 3 and 2 and 1. Hands to earth, okay? Step on back, plank position. From there, put your feet together. I'm sorry, don't put your feet together. Take your feet apart, actually, a little wider than normal. Inhale, heels go to the right. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, heels to the left. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, heels to the right. Stay there, ground your whole left foot, and then lift your left arm up. You could put the right knee down. If you're up for it, reach your left arm overhead for a side stretch. Give it 3 and 2 and 1. Oh, swim back down to the earth. Inhale here and vinyasa. There we go. Yummy, yum, yum. When you get to down dog, everyone, inhale and shrug your shoulders up. Pull your head up into the body. Open mouth, exhale, broaden your shoulders. Do that again. Inhale, contract, and exhale, expand. One more time. Keep your shoulders broad to the spine. There's a kind of hollowing out in your armpits that you might feel. Then tuck your chin a lot, and then rotate your face towards the left. Okay, so you're turning your face towards your left arm. Keep your chin down and rotate your face towards the right. Inhale, right back to center. And little steps take you forward. Inhale, strong flat back. Reach your arms out to airplane. And exhale, forward. Do it again. Knees bent, butt back, crown forward, arms to the side. Exhale. Forward. Inhale, rise. Again, friends, lean back just a little, palms together, and exhale, draw your prayer down. Place it in your heart. This time, put your palms on your chest and manually feel your heartbeat. Your body radiating light. Inhale into the heart. Exhale, hands to your sides. Inhale, spin your arms up. Lift the energy up, look up slightly. And once again, prayerfully, turn around and out. hold. Your right foot steps back. Your right heel comes towards the midline. And you lift on up, 0-1. There we go. Rotate your torso just a little to the right. Hands come down. Switch the interlace of the fingers. And inhale, knuckles towards the earth, heart up. And I think you know what to do. Lead with your belly if you can. Then your chest, then your head. And inhale, rise back up. And exhale, bend your leg. Back of the neck is long. Lots of blood flow into the brain. Give it 2 more breaths. Thank you, everyone. Hands down. Flip onto the ball of your back foot, so you're kind of squaring your hips forward again, and then catch a bit of momentum, and walk your blocks forward, coming to standing split. Inhale here, and exhale, half square. Inhale, lift the right leg, and exhale, half square. One more. Okay, now, here's where you need to focus your mind. This is called dharana. This is the 6th step of yoga after introversion, concentration. So you're looking at one point. You're internally rotating your right leg. You're bending your standing leg a little, bringing your hands to your heart, lifting your torso, and then maybe opening your wings. Whoa. Kudos to myself for doing that on a slope. I hope you guys can appreciate your yoga teachers. They're like on this hill. Come on down and step on back like this tissue. And your feet a little wide. Okay? Inhale, heels to the left, and exhale back to center. Inhale, heels to the right. Exhale back to center. Kind of churning the waist. And heels to the left again. Left hand on the floor. Ground your whole right foot. Vashisthasana, side plank. Then your right arm goes overhead. And you kind of lift your right rib cage. And you give it 2 more breaths. Inhale together. And then swim overhead and make the turn. Plank, vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing. And then from there, everyone, come right back to your knees. So table pose. Right hand on the earth, left arm up, and thread your needle. Da. Okay, so of course in Humble Warrior, we get a real strong front of the shoulder opener. And this one ideally is about the outer shoulder opening. So try and drop your right armpit down. Does anybody want a somewhat invasive assist? Okay, you're up for it. It's just spinal traction. Really see if you can make contact with the left temple, which is to say the left hemisphere of your brain, right into the earth. Give that 2 more breaths. Right hand comes behind the face. Give it a little pressure. pressure downward and draw your left arm out and up. This time, make a fist with that hand, rotating the wrist joint. And again, open your fingers on inhalation and swing out overhead. Kind of pull your left sitting bone back as you do that, and then make your way to your standard classic table pose, nice and symmetrical, and then boom. Belly down, okay? Eyeballs up, sitting bones up. Exhale. Little crunch in your belly. Chin down. Do that twice more. Shoulder blades come down, sitting bones rise, eyes look up and back. And exhale. One more. Neutral spine. Did I start on the right that time? I think I did. We had right arm under. Is that correct? We had, okay. All right. So anyway, right arm up. I usually start on the left because I'm a rebel that way. And yeah, right into it. Not even that I'm a rebel that way. It's that I'm trying to bring some balance to our bodies, and we're so left-brained. And we often initiate things with the right side of the body and lead with the right side of the body, just trying to bring some balance. So go ahead and walk your left arm forward if that's comfortable, and drop your left armpit down. Chelsea, my friend, did you have the front door? What? Did you have it? Yeah? Yeah, you did? Thank you. Okay. Just gonna walk over there. Okay. You scoot your butt back. Let me grab this up there. There you go. Keep your head. Just see the space in between. There you go. Two, three more breaths. Right under your right shoulder. Okay, left hand in front of the face. Press on down. And draw the right arm out. I like to kickstand my left knee a little to the left. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that on the first side. This time you're making a gentle fist with the hand. Rotating. Inhale, open. And exhale. Swim over. Nice, everyone. Okay, so walk your hands forward this time. Glide forward, lower down. And then turn yourself around so you're coming onto your back body. Lay down and place a block between your feet. And let your knees come out to the side. So you're in Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, supine bound ankle pose. Now just stay there a moment and give yourself a couple of breaths into those upper inner hip joints, inner thigh. And let gravity draw the weight of your thighs down. All right, interlace the fingers behind the head. exhale, curl up. You're lifting the block, touching elbows to knees if possible. And then inhale, open the whole body. And repeat. Exhale, curl up. Open. 3. This is a little bit fast. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. And let's go one more. Katrina likes 9. For Katrina's sake, 9. All right, then grab your block, please, and put your feet on the floor and set your block way out to the right. You may or may not need it, and I'll come around and help. Extend your legs directly down onto the floor and grab your strap. Lift the right leg and put the strap over the arch of the right foot, above the arch of the right foot. Almost to the ball, but not quite to the ball. Okay? Now, stay there and hold on to both ends of the strap with your right hand only. Inhale together, right where you are. And on your exhalation, take your right sitting bone down and slightly in. So it's moving towards your inner left ankle. Inhale in right here. And exhale. Leg flows out to the right. And maybe it comes to rest on your block. Specifically, the shin. Yeah. Out to the right. Okay. Now, do your best, everyone, to keep your right arm extended. So you're not bending your right elbow. That means you gotta really choke down on the strap and extend your arm. And then try your best just to grip with the fingers, but not pull with the arm. And then turn your head to the right. You want some pressure down in that other leg, Beth? Left arm to the left, by the way. That provides some counterweight in the body. There's something about having some weight on your left thigh. Try your best, friends, to make your own left thigh a bit heavy. You can even slightly engage your quads, for that. And about 3 more breaths down, just above the pubic bone. Down together, please. And exhale, bring your leg back to center. Okay. Switch hands, same foot. Okay. And then touch Chelsea. Okay, inhale together right here. And then exhale, take your right sitting bone down and slightly in towards the inner left ankle. In other words, your thighs in external rotation. That's good. Right there. And exhale, I think you know what to do. Opposite side. Let's take this a little bit. Okay, and now your right arm is out to the right and your head looks right. And your foot may come to the floor, but it may not. Okay, now, I can't really get to everyone. I'll get to a couple people. Think about where your right sitting bone is in space and move it away from the crown of your head. In other words, towards the back. Keep the chest up, okay, touch your everybody. Give it about 3 more breaths, maybe 4. Inhale together right here. Exhale. come on back to center. Okay, now keep your foot up for just another moment and simply lift the other leg and slide the left foot into the loop there. And you're already on the right hand. Slide the right foot down. I got you up. Tell me your name again. Rachel, yeah. Very good. You okay to touch? Okay. Stay right there. Inhale together, please. And then exhale. Left sitting bone goes down and slightly in. Perfect. Inhale again. And exhale. Left leg out to the left. Again, if you can, try to keep your left arm extended, totally straightened, and just grip with your hand. And then see if you can find this. It's a little subtle, but if you can manage to keep your left arm totally extended and really feel the weight of your leg pulling on your arm. From there, if you turn your head to the right, you might get kind of some little subtle bonus stretch through your left arm. Okay, but somehow it doesn't happen if you're flexing your biceps or flexing your elbows, technically what that is. See if you can get that little bonus stretch. And then again, remain there for a number of breaths and send them down way deep. Just above the pubic bone or the pubic symphysis. Inhale together. Exhale, the left leg comes back to center. Use your abs or inner thigh. Switch hands. Inhale together. And exhale, externally rotate your left thigh just a little bit. Bring the sitting bone down. That's going to lengthen your left waist. I hope that makes some sense. Inhale again. And exhale. Across the body you go. Maybe to the floor, maybe to a block. The chest stays open. And your head turns to the left if there's room there. It's really wild, you guys, how we kind of unwind many of our internal knots, tensions. And they have a word, they're called granties. How we can untwist some of that by twisting the body intensely. You almost feel like your own DNA strand or something like that. Now, on your own, if possible, except for if I got my hands on you, move your left sitting bone away from your head. And see if that doesn't just slightly lengthen the left waist. Two more breaths. Okay, please wait for an exhalation to right back to the center. Good. And then when you get there, you can free your foot and then just lower your right leg down. And before it's all said and done, I'd like to ask you to one time, let me look at the time, you guys. Yeah, lift up into bridge pose for a second. We're not really gonna stay Just maybe want to give it 2-3 breaths. You could leave your fingers together. And come on down. The last thing is just knees up into your chest and a little tiny massage there. On your low back. Okay. My recommendation for Shavasana is you can do all kinds of things. You got your 2 blocks. You may as well create yourself a little bit of a shelf like that. 2 blocks together. Hold your blanket, and that's where your calves can rest. And then your secondary blanket is for either just your belly or the whole body, or some folks might want it as an eye pillow. In fact, I'm happy to bring you an eye pillow. If you want an eye pillow, just raise your hand, like a real legit one. Lay your body down. And don't be afraid if the Mother Earth swallows you. You'll be fine. In fact, let yourself sink down, down, down. And finish just with one clearing breath together. This great big inhalation. And blow it out your mouth. That's it. Bones are settling. Enjoy your rest. Savor just breathing. And then rolling your head slowly from side to side. Spreading toes and fingers. And turn the whole thing into a great big full body stretch. Maybe lift and squeeze your butt muscles. And roll onto your left side. Two more breaths. Eventually rise up into a seat. Got you nice and juiced up for the week. Here's to any fresh beginnings, any new projects, Genesis, wherever it may be. Inhale together. I am going to stay and sit for 10 minutes. Anyone who has the time and wants to stay and sit, you're welcome to. You need to be on your way. Make it a good one. Drink your water. And yeah, if you ever wanted to try cleanse, Ayurvedically based cleanse, which are just, they're too deep for me to explain quickly. But we begin on Wednesday night. You can reach out or let me know. I'll send you some stuff. I think you signed up, didn't you, Chelsea?
The plants seem sad.
Say that again.
You said a lot of the plants look sad today.
Who is the waterer?
Katrina does it on Mondays.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll ask her. They was worse than last week though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This one's not so happy. It's such an ideal spot for most plants.
Maybe it was the move and the repotting.
Yeah. Pardon?
I said the slanted floor situation is so funny.
Yeah, I guess that one there is also a slant.
I was trying, because once I did feel more unstable, and then when you mentioned it, I was like, I know up front it is, but maybe in the back.
Yeah, there is a little bit more than just over here. I see that now.
Little challenges.
Yeah. I'm sure you don't notice it on number of poses, but on the balance poses, it does make a difference.
Yes.
On the other hand, yogis practiced outside on uneven earth for the longest time.
Yeah. This is true.
Easy to forget that. Thank you, Robin. Great to see you, or great to know you're there. Oh, thank you.
What were you saying?
I was talking to Robin, she just gave me a little heart. She meditated with us, I guess. Yeah.